I didn't mean to hear it, not at first. I was passing by the door, heading for a glass of water, when her voice slipped out in a hushed, almost giddy tone. Whispering, excited, the kind of voice she hadn't used with me in years. "He has such a huge Johnson. I've gifted him my Buns, and we even recorded it on video. No one will ever have access to it." The words weren't meant for me. They were meant for her sister. And her sister, hesitant, nervous, asked the question my gut had already answered. "Aren't you afraid your husband will find the video?" Silence. Then her laugh. The kind of laugh that slices the air and leaves you bleeding. "No, it's for personal use. He promised no one would see it." I stood in the hallway, my hand against the wall, my pulse steady. Not racing, not breaking. Steady. Because I knew something she didn't. The video wasn't a secret anymore. I had already found it, copied it, uploaded it, sent it to her coworkers. By the time she finished laughing, the seeds of her downfall had already sprouted. The next morning, she woke up to a storm she hadn't predicted. Her phone lit up before the alarm. Message after message, notifications stacked in frantic towers of digital noise. At first, she thought it was work, a crisis, something she could control. But the expression changed fast, from confusion to shock to horror. Her face drained as though every vein had been pulled dry. I sat across the room, sipping coffee. I didn't ask. I didn't move. I just watched. She dropped the phone once, caught it, opened it again. Dozens of messages, hundreds of comments, screenshots sent back to her, fragments of her own betrayal looped, dissected, shared. Her coworkers had seen it, her boss had seen it, her sister would know soon, and still she hadn't looked at me. Still she clung to silence like it was a shield. I knew what she was thinking. Maybe it wasn't me. Maybe the man she trusted with her body had betrayed her. Maybe it was just bad luck. She wanted to believe an accident because truth was too sharp. But truth doesn't stumble. Truth walks in calmly and sits down at your table. I didn't confront her. I didn't need to. I moved through the day as if nothing had happened. Answered emails, folded laundry, took a shower, calm, unbothered. She, on the other hand, unraveled. Her hands shook when she held her phone. She deleted apps, reinstalled them, blocked numbers, unblocked them. Her texts to her sister became longer, more desperate. She begged for reassurance, for someone to tell her it wasn't as bad as it looked. But it was. I had mapped it carefully. Not impulsive, never impulsive. I traced her accounts, her backups, her hidden folders. I cataloged everything she thought invisible. 18 years interrogating men who believed they could outwit the CIA had taught me one thing: everyone talks. Some through words, others through digital footprints. Her betrayal was written everywhere. The late-night calls, the muted laughter behind locked doors, the footage she thought was hers alone. I didn't raise my voice. I didn't accuse. I let silence stretch. Because silence, more than anger, is what breaks people. By evening, she couldn't hold it anymore. She cornered me in the kitchen, her face pale, her eyes wide. Someone leaked it," she stammered, her voice cracked. "It's everywhere. I swear I didn't." I set down my glass. Looked at her. Nothing more. Her lips trembled. "You knew?" I didn't nod. I didn't smile. I just let the weight of my calm settle over her like a noose. The silence was answer enough. Her knees weakened. She leaned against the counter, searching for words, but there weren't any. Not that mattered. The truth wasn't something I had to speak. It was already living inside her, tearing her apart. I hadn't ruined her with rage. I had ruined her with exposure. No blood, no bruises, just light shining on what she thought was hidden. The coworkers who once respected her now replayed her weakness on loop. The sister who once protected her now knew she had been laughing at me behind closed doors. Every relationship she valued turned brittle overnight, and she understood, finally, that I hadn't yelled, I hadn't struck, I hadn't begged, I had simply revealed. That's the difference between betrayal and truth. Betrayal hides in the dark. Truth burns under it. That night she sat in bed, eyes red, phone clutched like a lifeline. She didn't speak. She didn't apologize. She just drowned in silence. I watched from my side, detached. There was no satisfaction, no gloating, just clarity. For years she believed control was hers, that lies were currency, that secrecy meant power. But in the end, she never realized the simplest fact. Control belongs to the one who knows. And I had always known. I turned off the light, rolled onto my side, and let the silence finish what I had started. Final line, she destroyed herself. I only made sure everyone heard the sound.